Hello there. My name is Ingemar and welcome to this video. I'm talking with Nick Richards, who heads up our data protection, GDPR compliance team. We are HCL, a management consultancy helping law firms and other businesses with running their businesses, a lot of compliance support. And in this particular occasion, we're talking about the data protection support. So Nick heads up the team, and there's his profile in here. And we do offer GDPR data protection support. So today we're going to be answering a question about artificial intelligence and data protection, a very hot topic. And this is all very brand new. In fact, it's not yet happened. It's not been enacted yet within the EU. So really, it's a look-see at this point, and then we will have to see how it is rolled out in practice. And obviously, the UK is not part of the EU, but because it's our biggest trading partner, it's going to be really impactful on doing this country. Yeah. So actually, may I ask you, can you tell me a bit about the new EU AI Act, and how does this compare with the UK ICO's approach to AI?
At the moment, there's a government white paper in place. So I guess eventually we will have our own legislation around AI. But I can imagine there's going to be quite a lot of debate in Parliament. It's a bit like the Online Act. It's a very difficult area to legislate. And that's partly because it's so complex and the people legislating probably don't understand to the level that the people who are actually implementing it do. But also it's changing so fast. They reckon within 10 years, we're going to be able to produce computers and AI that's more intelligent than humans. So how do you legislate against that kind of thing? And there's so many different sectors where AI can be used, and there are different implications in each sector. But basically, the ICO's approach is very much a risk-based approach, as with the EU AI Act. So what they're saying is that if you are using AI in your organization, then essentially you have to look at the potential risk. And in the meantime, they're suggesting that you do a data protection impact assessment, a DPIA, which means you go through, why are we doing this? Do we need to do it? What are the potential risks? How can we mitigate the risks? And again, transparency, which is at the heart of data protection in the UK, and the GDPR is making sure that individuals are fully aware that you're using AI and what it's being used for, and the right protections are in place. So that's really a very similar approach. And there's an AI Act will be coming out in Canada. The US are looking at it at the moment. All around the world, there will be legislation to do with AI. But I think ultimately all legislators are going to be looking at how do we mitigate the risks and how do we ensure that people are informed as to how the AI is going to be used and what effect it can have on them. But don't forget also, under the GDPR, all individuals have a right to refuse automated processing, which involves, no human interaction. So if people don't like it, they can say, no, thank you.
Absolutely. And the message seems to be that make sure you document that you thought about it and how you thought about it, how you put in place steps to mitigate risk and such like. And if you've got that audit trail, then were something to happen and the regulatory body, the ICO or whoever is looking at you, then you're in a better position than if you didn't have that in place.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Nick. That was really interesting. If you have any questions or would like to ask us to review something, do some training, or help you in any way, then please do get in touch. The email address is ingemar@hunningsconsultancy.co.uk, or you would have seen at the beginning the website. So please go to there and fill in the inquiry form. So I hope you found that had helped. The final thing is, please, would you subscribe to the channel so that you may see other videos that you might find useful coming up there. Thank you very much.